It's a beautiful Thursday morning, and we couldn't be more excited to bring you this edition of Smell the Coffee. Well. Before we get into, the unimportant conversation, I think it's important that we start by saying because we as a nation are mourning the loss of our founding father. Tomorrow, the schools are closed, both public and private, and this was an announcement that was made by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture. So please, taxi drivers, do not go and fetch the children tomorrow morning. Parents, do not wake the children up. There is no school tomorrow. I think it's important that we reiterate that message. Perhaps there are people who did not hear that message. If you had it, please pass it on to your friends, colleagues. This is basically to allow for parents and children to go and pay their last respect. As you may know, tomorrow is a memorial service in Windhoek. Yeah, that's that on that note.
Great, thank you so much. Most people were actually confused about tomorrow, actually, because some thought it's a public holiday. It's not a public holiday.
I don't think it's confirmed that it's a public holiday.
It's not yet confirmed.
It's just that, the Ministry of Education themselves, they've cancelled school.
Yes.
We have not heard from, the government in terms of whether there will be work or not. I personally have not heard, but we will keep you updated. You can follow us on Namibian Sun, on NTV, on Facebook,
on Smell the Coffee.
On Smell the Coffee. We will be disseminating all kinds of information. We have news updates on the hour, every hour. As soon as something comes out, we will be the first to let you know.
Otherwise, it's the rains, man. How are you enjoying the rains?
I'm not sure if I'm enjoying the rains. It's just rain.
It's just rain. We was flooded earlier on, so I'm always like,
are you still in the same place that flooded?
Like you're traumatized. So the reason why they flooded is because the drainage systems were clogged. So they were not, they had like dirt and stuff in them, rocks. So when it rained, and then there was also a pipe that burst that day. So it was just like, I guess, the day that we were supposed to flood. So there's extra pressure of water. The drainage system is clogged. So that's what happened. And then we flooded, and it was like around about 7 houses in our street. One house even, the wall fell. And
the wall fell?
Yeah, it was bad.
That's so wild.
We had to get the fire brigade in, everybody was there. But so ever since then, I think I'm just a bit paranoid. I do love the rain, but I'm just like, but it's a situation that was remedied, but at some point you're just like, is it really fixed? But so no, I've not experienced any, issues in regards to flooding and, any damage that was there. Luckily, there's insurance and all that stuff. So,
but are you still staying at the place that flooded?
I am. But my place was not really damaged, I have to say.
Okay.
It was just the trauma of going through something like that, because you're like, you wake up and the water is like...
Yeah. But the city of Windhoek did put out a notice, I think it was on Monday, saying that, we can expect heavy rains even in Commerce, and we can also expect some, flash floods. So please do take precautionary measures.
Yes.
You can see it's very cloudy. Do not stay out so late. Please try not to drive your cars into...
That's the one thing I don't do. Yes.
If you see water,
a riverbed,
don't go drive through that. Yeah.
Somebody said something to me, cars are not boats. Do you get what I'm saying? Don't try to cross. I've actually started avoiding it. People will be like, no, small cars are going through. I'm like, no, it's fine.
No.
What if by the time I'm crossing through, it becomes stronger?
Yes.
Yeah, and then it takes you. Wow.
So just be extra careful. We do love the rain. We are blessed to be receiving the rain, but everything is good in moderation. Everything has pros and cons, and unfortunately the cons of heavy rainfall is that it can be disastrous. Sometimes people can lose their life, people can lose their property. So please be careful. On that note, we will be right back with entertainment news.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
Now getting into your top stories. A man dies during sex. A 27-year-old man died during sexual intercourse last night at the Bonya location in Oshikango in Ohangwena region. The deceased, a Namibian male from Onamhinda village, passed away in the girlfriend's room. Ohangwena Police Crime Investigation Coordinator Deputy Commissioner Melanie Mburu could not confirm, saying she was waiting for the full report of the incident. A police report seen by Namibian Sun states that the incident happened at around 10 p.m. According to the police report, the girlfriend said they were having sexual intercourse and the deceased made a strange sound, which made her remove the deceased from her. Later on, the girlfriend realized that the boyfriend was dying. A naked body of a male person was found on the bed with a condom on, the police report read in part. Inspection was done to the body and no visible injuries and no foul play is suspected at the scene. The deceased was declared dead by the doctor at the Angela Hospital and his body has been transported to Angela State Mortuary for cooling pending post-mortem. Now, this story is making its rounds on social media, so I have to clarify. It didn't happen last night. It happened the day before yesterday.
Yeah, Tuesday
Yes,
evening.
the Tuesday
And the
evening.
story broke
And
yesterday.
the story broke yesterday. So it has been making rounds on social media, and I think some other publications outside of Namibia have also picked it up. And so people are talking about it because he was 27, so he's quite young. And people would expect somebody who, you know, dies during sexual intercourse is maybe somebody a little bit older than that. I'm not even a little bit, you know, much older than that. So there's speculations now going on around on social media, like what happened, what could have caused that. Yeah, but it's still a tragic thing that somebody has passed, but it is a conversation now on social media.
Yeah, this is a private matter. I think out of respect for the family, I don't think we should be discussing this. All I can say is that let us take care of our health. Many people are asymptomatic. I don't know if that's the correct word, where you're sick, but you don't feel any pain. You are just living a normal life, but you are actually sick. You are actually having internal underlying health problems. And that is why it's necessary to always check up, to go for a full body checkup.
Full body checkup. Do you do that
Yeah,
one, actually,
I
the yearly
think-
one? Because I think who was telling me, actually, they just do it once a year or twice a year, like at the 6-month mark. But because we don't know what happened, and like you said, some people are asymptomatic. You don't show the symptoms, but there's something internally not okay. And you could be on the bus, you could be, you know, driving, you could be at home, whatever. And, you know, you just collapse. So do take care of your health. And also, this is a very sensitive topic, like you said. Social media, stop it.
I think, yeah, let's move on to stories that we can actually discuss about. The American singer and songwriter John Legend has told BBC he is unfazed by a public backlash against his decision to perform in Rwanda despite the country's involvement in the war in neighboring Democratic Republic of Congo. I don't believe that we should punish the people of Rwanda and punish the people of other countries when we disagree with their leaders, he said after last week's concert in Kigali. In recent weeks, M23 rebels backed by Rwanda have seized the two largest cities in the mineral-rich east of DR Congo. There is evidence Rwanda has sent 4,000 troops across the border in support of the rebels. Critics argue that Legend could have made a more powerful statement by pulling out of the concert, especially given his highly respected EGOT status as someone who won an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar and Tony Award. Fellow Grammy winner Thames did pull out of a concert she was due to give on Saturday in Rwanda, saying she would never ever intend to be insensitive to real-world issues. But Legend defended his decision to headline the Move Africa event in Kigali, which was run by the Golden Citizen NGO and attracted thousands of fans from across the continent. He said that he was not being paid to perform, but it felt it was his duty to help grow the touring capabilities on the African continent, which is often overlooked by international stars. So yeah.
So the tea is John Legend wants to perform.
No, he is booked to perform in Rwanda. He has a concert coming up in Rwanda. Yes.
And he didn't cancel it.
And he did not cancel it. And people expect him to cancel the concert because, you know, of the political tension between Rwanda
yes, I know what's happening there. It's quite sad. And I don't even think that we are, like, just media in general, not like, I'm not pointing out anybody, I'm just saying media in general, that we're reporting enough on it. The conflict has been going on for some time now, but it has escalated the past couple of months. And to think that John Legend, and he's so, I've seen his interviews, he looks like he knows what's going on in the world. It's not, he's very politically versed. And to think that, like, come on, you can't be having bookings. Like, stop it. Or is it I'm getting paid or what?
He said he's not getting paid. So in your opinion, what would performing in Rwanda, will it stop the war in DR Congo? Will it change?
It's just insensitive. People are fighting for their lives, and then you're there, hey, come, let's have a song.
But he's performing in Rwanda, the war is in DR Congo.
Yes, I get it, but there's more speculations that
Rwanda sent
is fueling the war in DR Congo. So it's still it's still a very tense time to be, I don't know. I feel some type of way about it. Are you saying, because let's say it turns out that the speculations are true. So are you saying that you're supporting these guys that are literally fueling a war? Most likely, it might even turn into a genocide, a full-on genocide, because that's what some of the reports are saying, what's happening in DR Congo. So are you supporting that? Yeah.
If you had a conference in Rwanda, you were booked to go speak, will you cancel your trip? As an actor,
if
you were premiering your movie in Rwanda, would you cancel your trip?
Because Thames did something similar.
No, but you yourself.
Me, I would, because also remember, if you're unless you want to be politically affiliated like that, do you get what I'm saying? Then but I would say try not to get involved in that.
Yeah, okay. On that note, we will be coming right back with an exciting interview.
Now, last year, I wore a beautiful, riveting red dress at the Simply You Lifestyle and Fashion Awards as I was interviewing nominees and whoever attended at the red carpet. Now, everybody was asking who dressed me. I am sitting here with the wonderful Naha, who dressed me in that beautiful dress. You gave me everything for that day. Good morning and welcome to Smell the Coffee. But I would just like you to introduce yourself to the viewers so they know who we are talking about when we talk about Naha, the woman behind the UNEL brand, the woman that I've grown to love in terms of just your designs. I don't want to get carried away because we have such a wonderful relationship. Just tell the viewers who you are.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. It was lovely dressing you. And what inspired me in fashion is that because of my mom. My mom's always been a fashion lady. And I thought of let me just be a fashion designer. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Getting right into, the nitty-gritties. I know that you were also a model. You started out modeling, or did you start out just designing, or it was a combination of you modeled and then you also designed? What was your journey like?
Okay. I started as a designer, but not for fashion. It was more like theater costumes. We used to make costumes for performing artists and so on in school. And then later on, we do fashion, but it was quite hard. It's quite hard to get into the market. So I decided, let me start modeling, try to understand the market, how the designer make their clothing, and then I see where just to improve or just to keep up with the trends.
I love that. I love that. You are, the woman behind the UNEL brand. I love it. We're, sitting behind your banner. Could you talk about the brand, how it came about, why the name? Am I even pronouncing it right? What's even the inspiration behind the design? I love this design of the paw print.
The UNEL brand is the initial name of my name and my sibling and my mom and my dad's name.
Oh, that's so okay. I love it. I love it already. Wow, that's actually very creative. Yeah. And so when did you decide to, step out and just beyond just being a designer, but also creating a company and a brand around that? And why was it important to do that?
The branding, the logo?
No. When did you decide to just get into, having a business, having a brand? You're just no longer just a designer, but now you're a businesswoman as well.
Okay, it started when I was in school. I was studying marketing, and while you're learning, they were discussing the importance of branding your business and so on. So I thought, let me incorporate my marketing skills with my fashion and so on. That's why I decided to going towards the business side.
I love that. So, of course, anybody taking any endeavor, there would be challenges. What are some notable challenges you faced, A, as a designer, and B, as a business owner?
Okay. As a designer, it's challenging because there are a lot of us, and also you have to keep up with the trend, because sometimes you suppress to express yourself. Sometimes you design something that not everyone will understand the concept. And most of the clients, they prefer wearing something they can wear them over and over. Yeah, not just once. Yeah.
Versus having a signature statement type of look, where everybody would be talking about it, for years. I mean, one example of that, I think, is Jennifer Lopez green, was it a Versace dress that she wore, I think, in the early 2000s? I stand to be corrected. But we all talk about that dress till now, right? Because it was so iconic. And but I do understand that some people will just come, I just want to dress for the wedding and I want to wear it to someone's wedding after that. So I do understand that. And now getting into the business side of things, what challenges did you face as a designer, as a woman in the industry?
Okay, the challenge is the pricing. Pricing is also affecting other designers. Sometimes some designers are not paid their worth, their value, because in time, because sometimes you might be busy with a garment that will take a whole week, long hours just to complete, especially something that you have to hand stitch with bead work and everything. So it's also one of the challenges. And also you cannot be too pricey and also not too low. So
you need to keep up with where the market is.
Yes.
I totally understand. Now, getting back to being creative, I know you're very, out there with your creativity. And obviously, we will go through some of your designs and we'll talk about that. But right now, just in terms of your creative process, you tend to think outside the box, which is what I like about your pieces. They're very unique. They encompass something like when I wear something of yours, I feel like I have put a mark out there, like, oh wow, did you see Glenora? She looks so unique. She came in and made a statement. Getting back to the creativity part, what inspires you to make some of these out of this world pieces?
Okay, what inspires me is just nature. Look at nature and music. I have that mind because actually I'm a visual artist. Before I did fashion, I was a visual artist. So sometimes I always imagine myself or even that outfit, like, imagine I'm on Jupiter, how I'm going to look. Something like that. So I have that mind. Yeah. So most of my pieces, it has a story to it.
Yes, totally. Now, you are not only a model, you're not only a designer, you're also a makeup artist, which I feel really goes hand in hand. If you're a designer, I'm coming to get a dress from you, and then you can also say, hey, I can do your makeup for you. How crucial is it for people in the industry to have, to wear different hats? Instead of just being just one thing, you can be several things. How crucial is it for the industry for one person to be a master of several things?
Yeah, it is very important for at least all, let's say most designers should know other skills, especially makeup, because sometimes your client might come in a hurry and they say, no, I have to rush for makeup. Instead of them rushing or sometimes they come, their face already done, and then they come, they're already sweaty and stuff, and then it already ruined the whole look. So I feel like that way it's better, it saves time, and also maybe sometimes the designer give you a nice discount.
Exactly. And like you said, all in one type of package. If somebody can, if you can do hair, if you can do makeup, and you can dress me, I mean, I'm quite happy. I do understand that you have partaken in several, I don't know how many, I stand to be corrected, but you have showcased at, I think, the Katutura Fashion Week. I don't know what other fashion weeks you have done, but could you talk a little bit about that?
Okay, last year I've done Katutura Fashion Week, and it was a great experience. Actually, it's been a while because of the pandemic, but before the pandemic, I did several fashion shows. I also hosted my own, and also participate other organizations. Yeah.
And you've also designed for Miss Namibia.
Yes, I was one of the designer for one of the finalists. I dressed 3 contestants, and Priska was one of them. The former Miss Namibia from last year, but from the other year.
When she didn't win. Oh, wow,
yeah.
Wow.
And also Stella Da Costa, she was also one, and also Chantel. So I made 3 dresses on that event.
Yes, and I know that they were really, people talked about it, that they cost a buzz. How was that experience for you?
It was so nice because, to be honest, during the pandemic, I didn't do any stitching because of the pandemic and everything, but it was a nice comeback. It was really memorable for me.
Yes, thank you for those pieces, because I saw them online. I was like, this is so beautiful, not knowing that, pretty soon I'll be working with you. And now before I'm not going to let you go, because we are going to go through some of your designs, and she is going to dress me. Give me one notable highlight of your career so far.
Career, my highlight, the main one, I said it was Miss Namibia. It was the highlight because I never thought I have that opportunity, because it was an interview. They have to select one of the designers, and I didn't expect to be selected, but it was one of the best moments, and I didn't know that I will get a lot of compliment of my work.
Wow. Thank you. We'll be right back with more Smell the Coffee.
Well, on that note, we've come to the end of today's edition. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same energy.